Title: The Broken Dream. My year at Hochschule Karlsruhe opening scene. Soft, melancholic piano music fades in narrator, soft, wistful tone. Once upon a time, in a land of bureaucracy and broken promises, I, a hopeful student with dreams as big as the Black Forest, stepped into the hallowed halls of Hochschule Karlsruhe. Little did I know this was not a fairy tale. This was a tragedy. Music shifts to something more ominous. Slow, let me tell you, dear listener, what it is like to be trapped in a system that does not care. Let me show you the cracks in the ivory tower, the rust beneath the polished rankings. Pause, breathy sigh. Act 1. The unfriendly gates. The first villain I met was not a dragon, but something far worse: at administration. Specifically, Frau Schauermann. Oh, sweet summer child, if only you could feel the chill of her gaze. You walk in, innocent, hopeful, and before you even speak, her eyes tell you, you have already failed. Why is this bad? Because a university is supposed to be a place of guidance, not judgment. A place where questions are answered, not met with sighs louder than a dying fax machine. But no, here you are a nuisance, a number, a problem to be ignored. And do not even get me started on the paperwork, trying to transfer credits. Ha, a joke. They make you beg, plead, grovelingly to tell you, oops, sorry, your hard work means nothing here. Voice cracks, emotional. This is not just incompetence, this is cruelty. Act 2, the ghost professors. Then there are the professors. Oh, the professors. Some speak German so garbled you would think they were reciting ancient spells. Others, they vanish like mist when you need them most. Take Felix Müller, my so-called thesis advisor. Writing to him was like sending letters into the void. 4 days, 7, who knows when or if I would reply. And when I begged him to read my work before submission, silence, absolute silence. Why is this bad? Because a thesis is your blood, sweat, and tears. It is your future. And when the person meant to guide you cannot even be bothered to glance at it. That is not education, that is neglect. Pause, bitter laugh in the lectures. Oh, the lectures. Slides copied from who knows where, outdated, irrelevant. You sit there staring, wondering, am I paying for this? Act 3. The digital wasteland. Then came the hacker attack. Ah yes, the crowning jewel of incompetence. For months the systems were down. No emails, no course materials, no way to even know when exams were happening. Why is this bad? Because we are a technical university. If we cannot keep our own systems running, what hope is there for the rest of the world? And when the emails finally returned, no announcements, no apologies, just nothing. Like we were ghosts in a machine they forgot to turn off. Act 4, the final betrayal. And then the grades. Oh, the grades. Imagine working for months, only to find your score magically changed because someone could not be bothered to file a paper correctly. A mistake from 2023 haunting you in 2024. Why is this bad? Because grades are not just numbers. They are doorstep jobs to futures, to lives. And when those numbers are wrong because of laziness, that is not a mistake, that is theft. Music swells, dramatic finale, the lesson. So here I am, a survivor, a witness, telling you, dear listener, the truth they do not want you to hear. Hochschule Karlsruhe is not a place of learning. It is a place of broken dreams. If you value your time, your sanity, your future, turn away. Run. Because once you step inside those gates...
Businesses near Hochschule Karlsruhe are, to put it gently, a masterclass in disappointment. If you are expecting charm, efficiency, or even basic competence, prepare yourself. The area is plagued by establishments that seem to operate under the philosophy of doing the absolute minimum, and then failing at that. Let us begin with the Post Gallery. This place is a monument to neglect. The toilets are a horror show, described as filthy, broken, and smelling like something died in them. One visitor compared the experience to needing therapy afterward. But the real stars here are the staff, security guards who kick homeless people's belongings into the rain, cleaning attendants who scream at children for using too much toilet paper, and management that apparently believes hygiene is optional. If you enjoy being treated like a criminal for walking barefoot or paying for the privilege of witnessing human misery, this is your spot. Then there is Day Spa Mannheim. A spa should be relaxing, but this one specializes in stress. Customers report being scammed out of gift vouchers, lied to about treatments, and then harassed for extra money. One woman paid for a luxurious package, only to find out the spa had secretly swapped the services for something cheaper, without telling her. The staff's response: a shrug and an invitation to come back. The only thing getting massaged here is your patience. Purino Karlsruhe is where Italian cuisine goes to die. The food arrives cold if it arrives at all. One family waited 75 minutes for their meal, only to be served a pizza that tasted like cardboard and a pasta dish with more disappointment than shrimp. The staff's attitude: worse than the food. One waiter rolled his eyes at a customer's complaint, then claimed she had an eye disease when called out. If you want authentic Italian suffering, skip the flight to Rome, just come here. Café Palaver is a lesson in false advertising. The breakfast is overpriced, the portions are microscopic, and the service moves at the speed of a sleepy sloth. One guest found a caterpillar in her salad, because nothing says fresh ingredients like unexpected protein. When she complained, the staff shrugged and said some customers like it that way. If you enjoy paying luxury prices for cafeteria-quality food served with a side of indifference, this is your place. Hochschule Karlsruhe is not a nightclub. It is a financial crime. The drinks are ludicrously overpriced, the payment system is designed to confuse, and the bouncers have a habit of turning away anyone without a German ID. One student was forced to pay €30 up front with no refund if he did not spend it all. The music, drowned in bass to hide how bad it is. The dance floor, littered with broken glass. The only escape here is leaving. Black Room Escape should be called Black Hole of Disappointment. The rooms are falling apart, the puzzles are nonsensical, and the staff are either missing or actively sabotaging your experience. One group waited 10 minutes for a door to open, only to find out it had been unlocked the whole time. Another was told their refund would arrive in 5 days. 6 weeks later, they were still waiting. If you enjoy paying for frustration, congratulations, you have found it. Finally, Besitos Karlsruhe, a tapas bar where the only Spanish thing is the waiting time. The food is overpriced and underwhelming, the service is either absent or hostile, and the sangria tastes like vinegar with a side of regret. One customer was threatened by a waiter for daring to ask why unrequested extras were on the bill. The only thing spicy here is the staff's temper. So what should travelers expect near Hochschule Karlsruhe? A landscape of mediocrity, where businesses treat customers as inconveniences and quality, is a myth. If you must visit, bring low expectations, a strong stomach, and maybe a lawyer. Or better yet, go somewhere else.
So I've been looking into these unfortunate incidents near Hochschule Karlsruhe in Karlsruhe, and it's really disheartening. It's like the area, which should be bustling with students and tourists, has this undercurrent of deceit that just sort of taints the whole vibe. Let us start with this one grocery store on Dermashema Straße. I can only imagine this poor woman, probably with her mind on 100 things, just trying to get her shopping done. And then, in a flash, distraction theft. Her handbag gone just like that. It's got her cash, her documents, her sense of safety, all snatched away by these trick thieves. I mean, how could someone prey on another person like that? It's just wrong. I can picture her at the checkout, the realization dawning on her, the panic setting in. And the thieves, they were probably long gone, blending into the crowd, bags heavier with someone else's life in them. It's a sad tale, and I can't help but wonder, did she get her belongings back? Did she spend hours cancelling cards and reissuing documents? It's a nightmare, Then there's this other case. A shop in the city center selling fake branded phone accessories. People, tourists probably, thinking they were getting a deal on genuine stuff, but no, it's all counterfeit. The quality is not there, and it's dangerous too, overheating chargers, cables failing. It's like, you think you were saving a few euros, but in the end, you were risking your phone, maybe even your safety. The shop owner, he must have known, right? Selling these items right under the nose of Hochschule Karlsruhe, where so many young people could fall for it. I bet he thought he could outsmart everyone. But then the police and customs raid the place, and I imagine the shock on his face when they cart away thousands of fake goods. What happens to him next? Fines, legal trouble, a hit to his reputation. It's a mess, and it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth about the area. These stories, they were not just isolated events, they color the way you see the streets around Hochschule Karlsruhe. You start to question everything, Is that deal too good to be true? Is someone being overly friendly for a reason? It's like you were on edge, trying to enjoy your stay, but also having to keep your guard up. And that's not fair. Tourists coming for a couple of weeks should be able to trust the shops they walk into, the people they interact with. I can't help but feel for the victims, for the innocence lost in these moments of betrayal. It's just sad to think about, really sad. You come to a place like Karlsruhe expecting culture and education, and instead you were met with deception. It is like the very essence of trust is being eroded, and for what? A few stolen euros, a few counterfeit safe.